Louisiana Beer Reviews presents Goose Island Bourbon County Brand Stout 2015 edition. Purchased at Mathern Supermarket for $9.99 a bottle. Now I heard some Anheuser-Busch guys in there the last week talking, and I hear them in the background, Bourbon County. I'm like, I wonder if that will show up here, because it's never been sold in Louisiana that I'm aware of. And so today I see the store manager walking, and he's got 2 cases of this beer. So I said, woof. 60 international bitterness units, they say on the website. Now the ABV, all right, right here it says 14.3%, all right, made on November, bottled on the 4th of November 2015. So 14.3%, brewed at their Chicago facility. We know that Anheuser-Busch InBev bought out Goose Island in 2011, and people say, don't you find it's changed? I don't find that, because I had never actually tried a Goose Island beer until the buyout. We couldn't get it down here, so it expanded the distribution. Now we get the Goose Island beers like this, Honker's Ale, the Goose IPA, and others. So it's nice looking. Don't know if I'm going to save it, the bottle. It is a kind of a neato deal. Maybe I'll save it. Let me see something here. All right. So I bought it, and then I posted on Facebook. I'm like, yeah, they got Bourbon County Stout, and I said $9.99 at Mathern's, 2 cases. It's 24 bottles. That's all they're getting, they said. But sometimes that turns out to be not so correct. They might get more. But no purchase limit. They had no line or anything. No big announcement, just they had it. And then some people came in and started buying it. And I went and put the announcement on Facebook, so I guess they probably won't have any left now. I bought this bottle, and then somebody said, can you go buy me 2 bottles? And I said, okay. And I went back, and they had 9 bottles left, and I bought 2, so there's 7 bottles. Now, there may have been, I guess it all came from those 2 cases. They must have gone in the back and got the other case and put them on the shelf. But if someone had wanted to, I presume they could have gone in there and just bought all 24 bottles. I know stores discourage that because they don't want people to reshop them, you know what I mean, like sell them. Mathern's, they didn't really care, just as long as they all sold. Because they've got some other really exquisite, expensive beers over there that set on the shelf. They just set there on the shelf collecting dust, you know, and they're priced similar to this. And they're 100 out of 100 on Rate Beer and Beer Advocate, but people don't buy them, including me, because just so much you don't want to shell out, I guess. They said the barley malts are 2-row Munich chocolate caramel, roasted barley, and debittered black barley. Debittered black barley. The hops are only Willamette, from up there in Washington and Oregon area. 100 out of 100 on Beer Advocate, but the bros are only giving it 95. Only a 95. Rate Beer says 100 out of 100 overall and 100 out of 100 for the style. And the Beer and Me says outstanding. I had it last year, the 2014 version that John from Zone 1 brought me, and it was really fantastic. I gave it a world-class score. There is a mistake on their website, though. They're saying that it's sold in draft and on bottles, and on draft, but they're saying oh, they have it in 4-packs. But It's not in 4-packs this year. It's the single 500 milliliter bottle, 16.9 ounce. So that is incorrect. There is a locator tool, and I typed in my zip code. Showed a lot of different stores around here. It didn't show Mathernes, but like I said, that just showed up today. Although it could be a different day than when you're watching it, but the day of this recording. Okay, it's very dark brown, essentially black, with the light shining. It's still just, at the top edge you can pick up some brown. No kind of head, the thinnest little beige. I could smell it when I opened the bottle. It's now they would say you should really age it. Smart thing. Tell people to age it, then they'll buy one bottle and drink it fresh, and then buy some more to age them, and you're making more money. But I'm sure that's true. But I went back and bought 2 more bottles, and those are in the cabinet for someone. He's gonna come get them this weekend coming up. It smells like literally a bourbon barrel, like the wood in a bourbon barrel. Just like you would expect it to smell. They're saying intense aromas of charred oak, vanilla, caramel, and smoke. Yeah, I'll go along with that. It ain't my first rodeo. I had it last year. This is old hat to me. A little sweet, maybe, I was going to say a little licorice. I don't know. It just smells like really dark roasted barley malt. Like a really dark beer, high alcohol beer. Yeah, it's just bourbon barrel, man. I'm not a person that really likes bourbon barrel beers or hard liquor in general, but I've been sipping on that Sazerac rye whiskey 6-year. I was sipping on that last night, and I was thinking, I can see this. I can see this now. But I would rather if they did like a Goose Island Stout. Same thing, you know, 14.3 or in that range, but without the bourbon barrels. I think they had something like that in the past. That would appeal more to me, but it's vanilla, oak, even coconut. I don't know if that's what they're looking for or looking to project. Dark roasted malts, chocolate, coffee, dark bread crust, toast crust, all the usual suspects. 60 IBU doesn't really come across as that bitter. But with the super high ABV and the super high sweetness and maltiness, you're not going to perceive it as 60. It's like what's the one from Sierra Nevada, their barley wine? Oh yeah, the Bigfoot. It's like 90 IBUs, but it does not taste like 90 IBUs. So that number doesn't always reflect the actual bitterness. Mouthfeel is heavy, but it's like low heavy, right? It's on the lower end of heavy. Syrupy. It's really not that sweet. This is not too sweet. It's not cloying. It's not like stomach turning. I mean, I'm gonna sip it. I don't know how long this is gonna take to drink. Okay, I am not gonna guzzle this. Sorry, no way. But yeah, it's really fantastic. So I'll stick with the the lowest I would go would be outstanding, A+. Better be for $9.99. better be, but I'm gonna say world class. I mean, I think it's a dynamite beer. So, Les Bon Temps Roulé, dynamite world class beer from Goose Island, a subsidiary of Anheuser-Busch InBev, a company that knows a little bit about brewing. 1989 Southeastern Football Annual. Not going to get too deep into that. Tommy Hodson, Tommy Gunn. He had a little bit of a pro career, not much. Let's see. All these old magazines are heavy into the hard liquor, not so much beer. Okay. Auburn. What is that? Back in the Pat Dye days. Uh-oh. Miami, back in their glory years. Dennis Erickson. Oh yes, University of Miami. They had such powerful teams and all their students worked so hard in the classroom. Vanderbilt, well, they never really had glory years. Did make it to a bowl game though. So Vanderbilt's one of those schools like Tulane. You know, people go there to do schoolwork. So they can be a doctor or a corporate attorney if you're into that sort of thing. Honey watching on a Saturday afternoon if you're into that sort of thing. Still got that 80s big hair. But, you know, could let that pass a little bit. Alright, so that's enough of that. Thank you, and y'all come back, you hear?